Today I'm going to do a cake that is a little bit different for me. I have to admit that I don't usually do a cake with a bunch of kind of processed ingredients, but I thought since it was Mother's Day, it would be really fun to do a recipe like your mom would make. Do you remember back in the day when all recipes had instant pudding and cake mix and cherry pie filling and processed cheese and canned soups and all of those really prefab foods? Well, now we've really gone more to clean eating, but this cake is delicious. And I know from your comments that when I do something that's a little more home style, you love it. So you must have grown up in the 60s and 70s like I did. So to start this cake today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a cake mix. And you'll see the ingredients that are in there. It's some lemon juice, some Greek yogurt, milk, eggs, and you prepare the cake mix, and then you're going to poke holes in it. So I did about 60 holes. You're gonna do just about every inch. And then on top of that, we're gonna pour some raspberry pie filling. So this cake is called lemon raspberry poke cake. And it's poke cake because we're poking holes in it. So I'm gonna take the raspberry pie filling and I'm gonna just use a little spatula. You can see that we're going to put the raspberry filling all over the cake. The frosting has all kinds of great ingredients in it, and we're gonna put those in a mixing bowl, whip them up really quick in the mixer, and then add that to the top of this cake. So that being done, let's start the frosting. The frosting starts with cream cheese. So I've got an 8-ounce block of cream cheese that I'm gonna put into the mixer. You wanna let that get to room temperature because it just blends a lot easier when you do. And then we're gonna add milk. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my beaters in, and then we're gonna add the milk pretty slowly. So this is 1 1/3 cups of milk. So I'm gonna add the milk pretty slowly so it blends in very nice. So now, after we've added the milk, we get to add all the other ingredients. We're going to do a package of Jell-O cheesecake pudding mix. Again, one of those fancy fast ingredients. We're gonna add that in to the milk and the cream cheese. And then we're gonna add in lemon juice. This is lemon juice from 1 lemon. It's about 3 tablespoons. We're gonna go ahead and add that in. And then for flavor, we're adding some vanilla extract as well as some almond extract. I love the flavor of almond extract. We'll add that in, and then we're gonna take Cool Whip. And to add into this mixture, we're gonna do about 1/4 of it to get that in there and give it some body. And then once we get that all blended, I'm gonna take it out of the mixer and we're going to stir or fold in the rest of the Cool Whip. Let me give that just a little more speed. Now we're going to lower this, take the beater out, pull this off of the mixer, and we're gonna fold in the rest of the Cool Whip. Let me move this out of the way, and we'll fold this in just very gently. You don't wanna break down the pudding mix and everything else that's already in there. So yummy Cool Whip and pudding mix and cream cheese, and all of this is gonna go on top of the raspberry pie filling. Now you could use cherry pie filling, blueberry pie filling, anything that you think would go down into the holes in your cake really well. I personally think blueberry or raspberry work really well. And for Mother's Day, I just thought the red pink of the raspberries would be really nice. So now we've got this all stirred in, folded in, and we're gonna just add it to the top of our cake. It's gonna be really loose right now, but you refrigerate it for 3 hours, and then when you pull it out, the pudding has set up and it makes a really nice frosting. So let's put this on top of our raspberry layer. Doesn't that look delicious already? And how fun will that be to serve one of your mom's favorite recipes for Mother's Day? I hope that you're gonna be able to be with your mom on Mother's Day. Many of you are moms already, so maybe you'll get to be the celebrated one and take some time to be with your daughters. So let's spread this around, and then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for 3 hours. Let it just chill. You can leave it longer. Did you know that this recipe actually lasts covered in the refrigerator for up to a week? So you can make it ahead, which would be great. All right, now we're going to put this in the fridge, and then we're going to serve it. So stay tuned, and we're gonna serve the cake. So you know that all foods can fit into a healthy diet, even a little bit of cake. So what you want to do is watch your portion size. Make sure you're having just a little bit after a meal, that you've had some protein so that it doesn't spike your blood sugar, and you just need a taste. I always tell people the first bite is best, so that's what you want to focus on, is just a bite or two and you're good. I have this cake where I would divide it into 16 pieces. You could even go 20 pieces if you wanted to. So it serves a big group. Remember that it stays fresh in your refrigerator for up to a week. So what we're gonna do is cut a slice of it, and then I'm gonna decorate it with some raspberries. You can see that the longer you have it in the refrigerator, the harder that the pudding mix, the frosting, is gonna get. All right, let's get out one portion. So I'm just gonna put it on this plate. And again, we've decorated for Mother's Day, so we're trying to make it beautiful and light. And I'm gonna go for this piece right here, because you know how the first piece to get out is always challenging. All right. Let's do this. And then let's do another piece as well. So there's one, and just put a couple of raspberries on top. You could even add some mint to that, which would be so pretty. I'm gonna do another piece out of the middle and see if we can get a better shot for you. All right, let's try this guy. Oh, much better, much, much, much better. Put them on a plate. This would be great with a cup of coffee after dinner. Let's put a couple more raspberries on here, and see how the raspberry pie filling kind of soaked down into the cake. Wonderful lemon cake, has a tinge of lemon to the frosting, and I think you're gonna be so proud to serve this at Mother's Day.